الأمازون.
Welcome to Amazon jungle.
This place is unlike any other place in the world. The world's biggest rainforests. It extends over 9 countries. It's the longest river in the world after the Nile. The Nile is just a little longer, however. The Amazon River is the largest in the world. Its flow is greater than the Nile, and it's one of the 5 biggest rivers. Because the Amazon is a complex river network, it has many tributaries, the biggest in the world. Its main source is in the Andes Mountains in Peru, where we were on the mountains, and ends at the estuary in Brazil, in the Atlantic Ocean. At the estuary, the Atlantic Ocean cleans up the river from any waste it picked up on the way, in the Amazon River. The estuary's width is about 50 kilometers, but the rainforests are the mystery. They are the wonderful things that God shows us. It's one of the wonders of the world. These rainforests are very important. Let me tell you why. It provides oxygen to the earth. 20% of the earth's oxygen comes from forests, and it stores and absorbs carbon dioxide, which solves many climate issues, which is the issue of our time. And the rainforests represent 40% of South America alone. These forests are 6,000 kilometers long, spreads over 9 countries in South America. With an area of 5.5 million square kilometers, it's larger than the European Union.
I love to live here. It's a magic place. That jungle is really special, the animals.
We're in the market now. The Belen Market, the strangest in this city. This only opens in the morning and is the strangest in all of Peru. This market is in the middle of the Amazon. Everything you will see is from the Amazon forests. We arrived at Iquitos in Peru, the most isolated city in the world. You cannot reach it by car. There are no roads. People here are surrounded by forests. However, you can either fly to it.
Yes, go Iquitos, Pucallpa to Iquitos.
Or with a boat through the river. The forests and the river have some animals that don't exist anywhere else, such as the anaconda and jaguars and the Amazon monster.
Hi, I'm Lucia Koblenz. I'm 27 years old and I am a jungle girl. I'm from Iquitos, Peru.
Tiger catfish.
From where?
Yeah, from the Amazon River.
Oh, so they eat this every day?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because this is pure meat. This one catch with net, this big net.
It's huge, yeah?
Yeah, it's huge. Yes, a lot of force.
It's delicious?
No, oh, delicious, of course.
Wow, look, this is from the Amazon. Did you see how big is the catfish? This is the size of the fish they eat here in the Amazon. They eat what they find in the Amazon, like this huge catfish.
The people roll up the one for selling cigarette, make cigarette. It's the strongest. You can smell here. You can smell?
Mm.
Yes.
Look how much tobacco. This is what's inside cigarettes. They sell it here on the streets. This is one of the weird things that we're seeing in the Amazon. Look at the quantity. He's sitting here under a parasol, rolling cigarettes. It's a large quantity. They work here rolling like crazy. And they sell it like this.
They roll up very fast. Woof. This is strong.
They're gonna roll up all of this?
Yeah. Look at the head inside. It's moving. Yeah, this is female. Look at the chest. It's tasty. It's like pork. Tomorrow we're going to eat that one here.
Really?
Yeah, it's delicious.
They sell turtles. Look how big it is. They eat it here. I told you they eat everything here. Oh, poor little turtle. It's food in the markets now. They eat turtles, they eat crocodiles. Look, there's a floating city here.
City طلعت.
That is floating house. I live there. That is my neighborhood.
Even though this city has many resources, it's still very poor.
Lagarto is a crocodile.
Crocodile.
Yeah.
They eat it.
Yeah, it's really good.
The crocodile.
I love it.
Okay, as a crocodile is the most famous food here in Amazon jungle. They don't joke.
They even eat turtles. Look, they even eat turtle eggs. Look at that. That's not a chicken egg.
We eat everything, also a snake.
They don't joke here. They eat everything, he says, and all kinds of animals because they live in a forest and cars can't get to this city. So imagine their living situation here. But why are they living here in the first place? Why did they decide to live here? I mean, why in the middle of the forest? Why they chose this place? More than 600,000 people live here. The reason is what happened was this place witnessed an outbreak in something called rubber trees, which is a famous tree that comes from Brazil and here. And it's the rubber tree. We are now looking for rubber trees. Rubber trees started here in Brazil and Peru. The government used to protect it so that no one can take the seeds and plant them somewhere else in the world, but someone came here and sneaked them off. He stole them and took them to London. And from there, they planted them in India and Sri Lanka. And then it spread out to Malaysia and Indonesia and became one of the biggest industries in the world.
It took like about 74,000 to keep gardens in London. Eventually, they got plantations. They were sent to the Asian colonies. It can be Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore.
The rubber trade. The natural rubber, not the synthetic. That one was made during World War II.
Rubber to build the planes to bomb Tokyo.
But the natural comes from these forests, from the trees. They're called rubber trees. They wrap it around the tree. Right now we're in the forest, but it became like a factory. They're in Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and all tires that you see, the original tires in the German cars, they come from here, from the natural rubber.
This is one tree.
Look, this is rubber. It's a white, sticky substance that looks like milk. He hits the tree, the Hevea tree. As soon as he hits it, this rubber starts coming out, from which all the tires in the world are made. They're made from this rubber. When it dries and cools down, you can stretch it like this. Glory be to God. Just look at these wonders made by God. The people who used to work here extracting rubber, they worked in very harsh conditions. Even in Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia, there's ambiguity about this industry. No one reveals its secrets because it includes a lot of abuse to the workers in this industry. But no one talks about it, like the garment industry in Bangladesh, such as Zara's factories in Bangladesh. No one knows what they're doing. The same thing here. This tree, we found it in the middle of the forest. It's a rubber tree. He stopped, he hit it, and get the rubber. We're in the forest, we'll show you how they get the worms out of the trees.
So Joe, look at this fruit.
Now, the worms come to this tree, to the actual fruit, because their food is inside. They eat it and lay their eggs in it. Then the worm grows inside the fruit. When you open it, you'll find worms.
The Amazonian people, they normally come to collect them to eat. They lay eggs inside.
So people who live here come and open the fruit and eat the worms in it.
I'm gonna eat it. It tastes like coconut. It's coconut flavor.
But it's alive.
It's dead already.
This is a fruit from the coconut tree.
The coconut tree.
After it dried, it became a very strong rubber. I don't know if they can change its color, but this is its original color. We'll sleep in the forest, in the middle of the forest, with the animals, very dangerous and unusual places. These forests are the largest in the world. But here in Peru, to reach this area, to get away from cities, you have to travel for days. To get to know isolated tribes, to see weird things. However, they say that the most dangerous animal here is the jaguar. The most dangerous animals in the Amazon are the anaconda and the jaguar. Jaguars live here. And the anaconda too, that really big snake, it's abnormal. Now we're between the forests.
We have the largest river in the world, the Amazon River. Yeah, we have a big snake here. His name is anaconda. They are really dangerous for the people here. We have a lot of traditional medicine and natural medicine from the jungle. I love Iquitos.
But we will hopefully go to Brazil. First, you have to wear long sleeve shirts for the mosquitoes. You have to spray your skin very often. You have to wear these long boots. So now we will... We have arrived to tribes here in the middle of the forest. They will host us now to get to know the Amazon tribes.
Brother, what's the name of this tribe?
Boras.
Boris. They live Amazon jungle.
The Amazon jungle.
They're almost like the tribes of Papua, okay? The same way of communication, the same eating and drinking way, almost the same lifestyle. But I feel like the tribes of Papua are more isolated. These, though, not so much. Also, the Papua live on the trees. Here, they live on the ground, next to the river. Look, this is the head of a jaguar.
You killed.
Yo, con lanza.
This is popular in the Amazon.
So is this a tiger or jaguar?
That's a jaguar.
What's the difference between tiger and
Yeah,
jaguar?
the ray. A small one here. That's a small one.
This is famous in Amazon.
Yeah, of course. Besides, they catch for make look at, you can see there the wallets from the skin. They need that one here. Look at here.
You are a jungle boy? Si. Si.
The tribes here in the Amazon are not so isolated. It's hard to get to the isolated ones. There aren't anymore. There are so few. They get a lot of tourists. They just show you their life. They have internet here. There was a girl, I felt she was compelled to do this. It's like her parents compelled her to work like this. She looked sad. Everyone was happy except for her. These are nothing compared to the Papua tribes. The Papua tribes are totally isolated. Through the Amazon, you can get to all the tribes. You walk inside the forest a little and you'll find them. Do you want me to go back to Papua? There are other tribes in Papua aside from the ones we've filmed. Aside from the Kuruwai, at 10 million subscribers, we'll hopefully go to Iraq. I also have Socotra Island in my mind. I didn't forget it. The most beautiful island. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so that we can reach 10 million, because at 10 million, there's a surprise for you. The biggest rainforests in the world are mostly in Brazil, so you can't say I went to the Amazon without going to Brazil.